Well, Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Mark 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Then we're going to 53.
Here I come again. Check 24.
26.
On first down, McClendon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. 26.
On second down, McClendon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Prescott now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Kill.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Come on.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second and 10. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Second and 2 at the Rams' 49-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. Winning.
Now Prescott. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it second and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 33-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
You must be dreaming. Kill. Spurs. They're going to 52. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Prescott from the gun on third. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
2nd and 13. He gets it to Cooks.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Greystone, travel. Now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost there.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
There you go. Go right in. 59. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 26. 26.
First down, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
You're not ready. 26. 26.
Prescott to throw it. It's caught by Jennings. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They're going to look to throw, and that's complete to Cooks. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Hey, pick your game up. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
They'll run on first down. McClendon. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
No gain on this defense. Hey, kill. 27.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, McClendon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Hey, watch the ball. 26.
On first and 10, Prescott. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Hey, Orbit. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Get the ball. Now.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from one 46 to the other on a pickup of 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. 5.
He'll look to throw. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
57 to Mike. All day, just like that.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Pilot, 64. We.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Let's go.
2nd and 9 now.
Here we go.
A quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
57.
Go.
Watch the run. 57.
Ready?
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
It's just me and you.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down, Rams.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Right here. Big
On first down, it's Gurley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, it stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Defense wins championship, baby.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Strip the ball.
Hey, Charlie. 5.
2nd and 11. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, QB's trash. Let's go.
Here's Prescott. Completes it to Jennings. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun, fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, we're up. Weapon.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the screen. Pass.
So that'll back him up 5.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
132 fighter. Hey, high 7.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Smooth.
Check right. Watch it.
2nd and 3. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Los Angeles.
Ready, 18, Gator.
I'm here all day.
Man left, man left. Hey. 4 down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 2nd and long. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
You got it. You got it.
2nd and goal at the Seahawks 3-yard line.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
X3, 218, chopper.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. 57, Mike 57.
Hey, zoom.
They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
46. They're going to 53. 26.
They'll run on 1st down. McClendon, he'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McClendon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Check 43. We're going to 54.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Today,